sports had to start early on, from as early as the 14th of August. And that means the netballers, synchronized swimmers, as well as the archers have been flying the Singapore flag pretty high.
How high are we talking? Super high. 3 gold medals, 3 silver medals, 3 bronze medals, and that's all before the opening ceremony.
It's not over yet, of course. Our target, of course, our best gold medal haul from an away SEA Games was 43 from 2007 in Korat. Now, we've just sent our largest ever contingent to an away SEA Games, 568 athletes, to try to beat that 43 goal mark.
But they are going to need your support to cheer them on from across the causeway. Or even better yet, actually, why don't you just come up to KL? You might as well cheer them on from the venues, and who knows, you might be able to catch some of the golden moments like we're about to show you.
Oh yeah, straight on cue now. So Ryong defending his marathon title, and then we have our synchronized swimmers. But first, it's that goal that we've kept for 26 editions, and here in KL we have retained it for an amazing 27 editions.
I repeat, amazing.
Amazing.
Singapore have been so dominant, of course, in the men's water polo. Good vision, good long ball again, and a chance here for Singapore to take the lead. And this time they do find the net. Ko Jian Ying putting Singapore in front. And towards Lo Zizi at centre once again, but the space just opens up. And Singapore have another. It's Ko Jian Ying once again. It's away from his man, brilliant goal. And quickly the free throw taken by Singapore. And they're starting to open things up a little bit now. 2 of Singapore's 3 goals already came in this venue. And they could well be on their way to another. It's another goal from Ko Jian Ying. Now they're free scoring now. Lo Zizi gets his 3rd of the game. And they've scored with this one as well. Cham Kun Yang. Approaching the final 20 seconds of the 3rd quarter. And it's another goal. It's been remarkable this 3rd quarter. I think every single shot that Singapore have had has found its way into the back of the net. Yes, they can, is the answer to that. So Yong Lee finds a way through. That defending again allows Ko Jian Ying to get yet another. Might get another goal here as well to continue going in the right direction. And Wei Ming Sean. And once again, Singapore's clinical finishing in front of goal pays dividends. And they've made it another as well. 17-3. There goes the final hooter. And Singapore's remarkable record of gold medals in this Southeast Asian Games continues. Gold number 27. Singapore are the gold medal winners. They can rightly celebrate. Malaysia get their first medal in 12 years, finishing with the bronze. So Singapore take the gold, Indonesia the silver, and Malaysia the bronze.
Just same as the previous 3 games, we played goal by goal, play by play, and yeah, we really played up to our standard today. I mean, in sport, anything can happen, and actually on the day itself, the boys were very resilient. I mean, we were with our assistant coach was taking us for the day. I was out early in the game, and yeah, especially the younger guys reacted very well. So I think we had a lot of fire coming out of the Indonesian game, and yeah, it showed today. So we never take anything for granted. I think we have other things lined up in our calendar for the year. So going back it's just preparing, raising up new players, younger players to come up.
The key today that we found our rhythm, especially we swing from the first until last moment very well, and we knew that if we do that they cannot follow. Big pressure. This is the young team. Actually, I think average is around 22, and a lot of them played first SEA games, and a lot of them are in position now to decide. So they need to take responsibility. So it's not easy, but we resist. This team is a great future, great possibility. Just now we need to celebrate today, and tomorrow we plan for the next competitions, definitely.
No, I think it's great to see them in really full flow today. I mean, we had challenging games against Indonesia, but I think from time to time, I mean, clearly our neighbours have also improved and strengthened, but that also makes it for a much more exciting sport for the region. And I think with more competition also, you also level yourself up. And I think the boys responded very, very well today. It was awesome watching them in action.
Gold medalist and SEA Games champion, Singapore.
So 8 in the field for this solo free routine, and Debbie So, 19 years of age. And we can expect a quite dramatic performance from her. The track is formidable, and she is formidable indeed, with a couple of gold medals from 2 years ago at the Southeast Asian Games in Singapore. Might well be the strongest in this field. We can look for the really strong ballet components of her expression. She was actively doing ballet before she took to synchronized artistic swimming. And the dance elements of her performance so strong. Has to be combined with great stamina. Choreography for Debbie So, beautiful to watch. Two years ago for Debbie, a team free and technical gold medal, along with the free team combination. Experienced at this level, not yet 20. Judges have to be impressed with this routine. So cleanly done, beautiful lines, explosive out of the water. And the underwater cameras really do help you get an impression of hard work that's being done, and they must give clean lines underneath as well. And what a performance from Debbie So. And 75.00, a winning score. Gold to Singapore.
Kuala Lumpur 2017, Singapore. The silver medalists from 2015. Mia Yong, who's the other member here, was the bronze medalist in the solo free routine. These two have, between them, 4 medals already in the solo. They combine now. This should be, then you would imagine, a very strong combination. Oh, a nice fight, but maintained that very well. Such an an insight, isn't it, to see what happens underneath the water. We're lucky to have those underwater cameras giving us a little insight. Leading world's best, they're training 10 hours a day, some of them, leading up into competitions such as the World Championships and Olympics. Translating their solo routines into a fantastic combination. Big roar's gone up from the crowd. What have we got? 75. Yes, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. That's how they stand. Already won the gold medal in the solo technical routine. And now a combination which translated their individual form, their solo form, into a superb team effort.
As we bring you the duet free routine. Singapore pair, Debbie So, Mia Yong. This duet combination took out top spot in the technical routine. But by less than half a point. Superb height out of the water. A less conventional, perhaps even controversial flavour to the music. Really requires special choreography and synchronization to make it work, and they're doing that. It's a sort of routine that requires enormous fitness and stamina, because it's a frenetic pace to the movements and the music. A score for Mia Yong and Debbie So of 76.2333. Singapore, it's another silver medal. They put in a stunning performance.
We are really happy with our performance actually, because we know that we've already done our very best, and we're just really happy that we managed to execute a routine like that.
I feel like we are quite happy that this is actually our new personal best, with our previous personal best being 76.0 at the FINA World Championships just 3 or so weeks ago in Budapest. So actually today we feel like we have no regrets, because we have put in our absolute all, and even our coaches also agree with us that we have never swam as well as we did today before. We actually have 2 golds, 2 silver and 2 bronzes so far. Yeah, I feel like we are on the right track, even though we are not exactly meeting our goal of 5 gold medals. We will still continue working hard for the team event tonight.
Silver medal goes to Singapore. Athletes.
The stage was set for an epic battle in the men's marathon event at Putrajaya, where Team Singapore's 2015 gold medalist So Rui-yong in bib number 224 and 2013 gold medalist Mok Ing-ren were running in a field comprising of gold medal hopefuls, Indonesia's Agus Prayogo in bib number 113 and 2015 silver medalist Buntung Srisong of Thailand in bib number 236. From the start, Agus led the field with So and Buntung running close behind him, leaving Mok and the rest to chase after them. As the race wore on, it looked like a two-way battle between So and Agus, with the Malaysian pair of Tan and Mohaiza in the chasing pack. Mock could not keep up the pace with the race leaders, and he eventually finished 7th with 2 hours 44 minutes and 31 seconds. So Rayong made his move in the last lap as he beat August to retain the gold medal with a time of 2 hours 29 minutes and 27 seconds, bettering his 2015 time by 5 minutes. And with this, Singapore has kept the marathon gold for 3 games in a row.
On the start line, it was incredible. The field was definitely a lot stronger than when I won 2 years ago. So I knew that I had to be running nothing less than my best to win the race this time. I mean, my game plan was just to focus on what I can do. I knew I had very, very strong opponents, but I could not control how fast they ran or how well they ran. I could control how relaxed I was and how economical I was. So I just focused, step by step. Just every kilometer, just be super relaxed until we got 32k, and then because I know that I have a good last 10k and possibly the best last 10k finish out of everyone, just because I train that way. 2 or 3k to go. That's when I took off and managed to finally get the lead and hold it all the way to the end. So I mean, I just had a good day. All these guys are still better runners than I am, so I was lucky.
So marathon goal for Singapore in 3 successive games, and water polo 27 goals in 27 games.
That is impressive. Maintaining a streak is hard enough. Maintaining a 27 streak, that is impressive. I cannot imagine each successive team and what they must have been thinking, just being so paranoid about being the ones to drop the ball.
Almost did this time, almost did, but not this time around and not this team. So congratulations to them and to So Riyong and to our synchronized swimmers as well. Still to come, netball finals, rugby sevens.
Not only that, we've got wushu, bowling and table tennis. This is Today at the Games. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Today at the Games, featuring Team Singapore at the 29th Southeast Asian Games.
Team Singapore was involved in 15 sports today, and even as we speak, the men's gymnastics and synchronized swim is still going.
Right, we wish them all the very best, but you were at the netball finals, weren't you?
I was.
Exciting finals indeed.
Thrilling.
Singapore versus Malaysia, it's a repeat of the 2015 final.
That's right. And in rugby sevens, it's also Singapore versus Malaysia in the men's final, whilst the Singapore women go up against Thailand.
Might see the first try within the first minute, and we do. Thailand open it with a superb run down the left-hand touch. What have they got out to the right? They have numbers. Now movement back to the left. And another opportunity, and a brilliant opportunity, and all of a sudden Thailand are away. 10-0. Great start here for Singapore, but Thailand were back quicker and have been able to turn the ball over to their advantage. And now it's up to Singapore to make the tackles. One more to be made. One more, and it's missed. From stretching, having the defence stretched. Centre field position, which is encouraging. Options left or right. They go right. Samantha almost through. Couldn't release the ball. It's been taken quickly by Chan Ya-yu. And she touches down for Singapore. And they're not going to allow Singapore to score. Well, that's their intention, and it might not work. Oh, look away! Number 2 for Singapore, and just as I say they're not going to let them get a try, they do, and Alvina Wong has gone in to score with Thailand down to 6 players. Goal kicking not too good, but that doesn't matter in the end. A 17 points to 10 victory, and the gold medal in the women's rugby 7 will go to Thailand. This is the last event at rugby 7s. Good line out for Singapore. Deep passing, must be accurate therefore. Defence of Malaysia, my word, they swooped. And now they might swoop again. Oh, close. As one thinks he's got it down, the referee confers with the assistant referee. I didn't see his signal, and it looks to me as if he's given the try. Watch for the number 10 here. Jonathan Hong.
Advantage. Entry.
Nicely back for Tang. They're losing ground here. They're trying to consolidate. Looking to probe. Probe and go through. Wonderful run. What a bounce back from Singapore. Nicholas Yao. Surely Malaysia from this position, or will Singapore's defence thwart them? Here we go, in for the corner, spectacular dive. Here we go, strong attacking position for Malaysia. They're up by 12 to 7. They get the ball. This will test the Singapore defence. Butte double around and space, accuracy. And a try. 7 minutes up on the clock. Malaysia reaching for it. And they score right on full time. Azmi. Nobody left sitting in the stand. It's enough to make grown men cry.
And 29 SEA Games medalists for rugby 7-sided men.
Singapore really need to clamp down on the Malaysians. That second pass just helping Malaysia and Najwa to get in a better position to make sure it goes in. So hard to get past Najwa. But it's now $20 points to Malaysia as the first quarter plays out. Oh, goodness me. Every attempt, but nothing works to block her. It really is hard to stop her. It's now number 34. Although it must be hard playing in conditions like that as we close out the second quarter. The first half done and dusted, and you can see it on Charmaine's face. Frustration there from the Singapore side. Charmaine with another. It'll be hard, but not impossible. Lovely ball, picked up by Jocelyn. Oh, beautiful. And in there for Charmaine. This is what we need. Great passing. And Charmaine sinks in yet another for Singapore, making it 10 now in this quarter. The Malaysians are hungry for more. They want to see more goals, but they don't want to see them from Singapore. And this Singapore side, I was about to say a lovely interception, but then the Malaysians took it back. Karishma with another chance to score, and she does. To close this gap. $25 points separate them. With just a minute and a half to go. 24 points down. Singapore is doing whatever they can. Now only 23 as Kai Wei makes it 41 for Singapore. 10 seconds to go in this gold medal match. Nora Shikin lining up. And it's a rebound. Malaysia with the loose ball though. She has another opportunity. Karishma. And she scores to make it 65-41 in favor of Malaysia. The crowds have gone crazy. The flags are out and the team is on the floor. They lost out by 3 points to Singapore in the 2015 games, and it is an emotional finish here as they have now trounced Singapore 65-41.
Coming in today, we expected a large crowd, noise and stuff like that. So we knew that it was going to be loud, we can't hear each other. So our game plan was we still call out to each other, but we keep our eye contact with each other. Because sometimes when you can't hear, but if you can see the bodies and the eye contact and stuff like that. So these were the things that we were trying to work on, because sometimes when it gets really loud, we can't really hear each other. We came in with a sound game plan, but it took us too long to settle down. I guess ultimately the team that settles down the earliest, the team that makes the least mistake comes out winner in the end. So kudos to Malaysia, they played well today. Yep.
I guess from a personal point of view, I definitely want it very badly. But also looking at the team as a whole, I mean, we have to take into consideration, we have some newer members, some very inexperienced one playing at such an intense, very high pressure game. So I think it's expected, when with some fumbles and some struggles here and there at the start. So I guess that's where I think the learning point comes in, like all the takeaway from the game.
A hard lesson to learn, but one that I'm sure they won't take to heart but will grow from. Well, let's see how the wushu exponents and the bowlers got on today.
But first, I don't know about you, I'm in need of a break. You in need of a break?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, all right. So let's go for a break. We got table tennis as well in the last leg of our program. That's all coming up. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome back to Today at the Games. This is MediaCorp's coverage of the Kuala Lumpur Southeast Asian Games. Still to come, table tennis doubles final.
Right. Bowling first, because the competition got underway today, and it's the singles event, and our ladies are hoping to defend their title from 2015.
Daphne Tan is the Singapore SEA Games champion. She came in 25th. So, family pride was left up to her sister, Sherry Tan. The bowling competition got underway at Sunway Pyramid Bowling Alley this morning with the women's singles competition. Singapore was represented by 6 bowlers in a field of 34, with each competitor rolling 6 games to determine the winner. At the end of Game 4, Sherry Tan led the standings with 942 pinfalls, while Shayna Ng trailed in 4th place with 883 pinfalls. Tan went on to score 256 pinfalls in Game 5 to remain top of the leaderboard. Jazreel Tan, meanwhile, hit 265 pinfalls to storm to 2nd place, with Ng dropping to 8th place. In the 6th and final game, Sherry Tan held off a late challenge from Malaysians Jane Sin Lee and Shalin binti Zulkifli to rack up 215 pinfalls for a total of 1,413 pinfalls. And with that, Tan clinched the gold medal for Singapore, with Lee and Zulkifli taking silver and bronze for the host nation respectively. Ng finished in 4th position with a total of 1,290 pinfalls. New Hui Fen finished 5th with 1,286 pinfalls. Jazreel Tan finished in 6th position with 1,284 pinfalls. Bernice Lim scored a total of 1,189 pinfalls to finish in 19th position. Defending champion Daphne Tan, meanwhile, finished in 25th position with a score of 1,120 pinfalls.
Throughout the entire tournament, I kept it focusing on making shots one frame at a time and not thinking too much about the future, because you can't control that. So mostly staying in the present. In the middle part, there were a few frames that I got really lucky with the carry. And I would say that helped me score really well. It's a tough field out there, and to be able to come off with the goal, you need a certain element of luck, and I had that today. So therefore, I feel pretty happy about it.
I think she did great. She held herself firm, and we just talked about the different adjustments that we needed based on the ball reaction that we saw. So from lane to lane, we just made the necessary adjustments as we went along. I think Daphne was very happy for Sherry at the end of it, and I think at the end of the day, Singapore won, and that's all that mattered to us.
In the men's singles competition, Singapore was again represented by 6 keglers. However, unlike their female counterparts, this was a youthful squad featuring 4 games debutants. 17-year-old Chia Rei-han, taking part in his first SEA Games, emerged as Singapore's best performer in this event. He hit a total of 1,366 pinfalls to finish 5th overall. Jarisko finished in 11th position with 1,298 pinfalls. Darren Ong, who led the field of 41 bowlers after the 3rd game, eventually finished in 17th position with 1,230 pinfalls. 2 places lower was Keith Saw with a total score of 1,223. Timothy Tam finished with 1,219 pinfalls in 21st position, and Basil Ng finished in 22nd place with a total of 1,207. Malaysia's Mohammad Rafiq took gold with 1,418 pinfalls, with counterpart Adrian Ang taking silver with a total of 1,402. Bronze went to Yeri Ramadana of Indonesia with a total of 1,380 pinfalls.
I thought they both very well, they fought very hard, so results wasn't the most desirable, but the effort they put in and they showed courage and never gave up to the end. 4 of them are making their debut, and 2 of them is their 2nd time at the SEA Games. So to me, it's very young. Rei-han is 17 years old, he's very young also. I would say that it's a new team, we're building a team, so with more experience they'll be much better.
In the women's Jian-Chu finals, Singapore's Feng Hui-sin going up against some very experienced exponents from Malaysia, including Fun In, Vietnam's Dong TV. Making full use of the space there. Nice low stance. Oh, lovely. As she gets her legs right up there, sinking down. The look of concentration. Precise and clear with her movements. And that garners her 9.60, which means that she will walk away with the bronze medal. We've got the starting list now for the men's optional Jianshu. Lovely extension there of the backhand. Lovely and deep there in that stance. Legs slightly bent. Oh, our first tumble. Making full use of the entire competition area. Going from corner to corner.
Athlete Jin Jie Fong.
9.48.
Singapore.
Fong Ting-Chia then getting Singapore's first wushu medal. It's a bronze, but he'll be happy with that.
So there is the start list in the order that they will go in. Daniel Parentak up first. Came second in this event at the 2017 Hong Kong Wushu International Championships. Good performance here. Very good performance from Chan Jun Kai. Certainly a higher degree of difficulty than our previous competitor from Thailand. 9.62, not quite good enough to take the lead, but good enough to put him into second place. Our final athlete, and a very nice performance from Samuel Tan Wei Han. Is it good enough though to get a place on the podium? Needs 9.63 or better.
Score 9.39.
So 9.39 is not enough to make it onto the podium. Valentius from Indonesia took the silver, and Chan Jun Kai
Athletes, please march in.
took the bronze medal.
Right, we're headed for a break, but when we come back, one of Singapore's main providers of medals traditionally at the Games.
We are talking about table tennis. But the question is, what colour would the medals be this time round? The answer right here on Today at the Games after the break. Thanks for staying with us on Today at the Games. One more sport to go before we sign off for the night. Table tennis, which gave us 6 golds the last time round.
Their competition started today with the women's, men's and mixed doubles.
Gold medal matches to come. First up, it's the women, and it's guaranteed gold and silver for Singapore.
11-8. Game to Singapore 1.
That's a good rally once again. Every now and again they pull a good rally out of the bag with plenty of pace on the ball.
11-9.
And there is the point. So Singapore won, winning the second game by 11 points to 9. That's great play again. That's good resilience to get back into the match. Oh, brilliant rally.
9.
Great rally. Quite appropriate. The gold medal match should go the full distance, I suppose.
11.
And there it is.
Game to Singapore 2.
11-9. So 2 games in a row won by the Singapore team in red.
6-2.
Well, 4-point cushion now for the team in blue. Well, there it is. It's too long.
Game and match to Singapore
And
1.
a reverse of what the situation finished 2 years ago. Silver then for Feng Tianwei and Yu Mengyu. It was gold for Lin Yi and Zhu Yihan. But they've got their revenge. That heavy fall for Feng Tianwei, fortunately, didn't affect things too much. And they take the gold medal in the women's doubles. So another goal for Singapore, their 7th of these Southeast Asian Games. Yu serves.
8-1.
The angle, too good from Pang. Oh, getting down low. Great leg strength and execution from Pang Shuijie.
1-3.
Too good again. Oh, what a rally.
9-10.
They're just not going away in this second game, Singapore. Being down 7-3 and 10-7.
6-5.
Patasak, the aggressive one in that rally. Back to the front, Thailand.
11-6 to Thailand.
And Thailand have convincingly taken the third game, 11-6.
3-7.
Thailand 7-3. Game 4. Yu Mengyu. And they have. They wasted no time. Match point came and they claimed it. So Thailand, Patasak Tanvira Yavachaku and Sudasini Suedabat. Well, the favouritism of the Singapore pair meant nothing to them. They have outplayed Pang Shuijie and Yu Mengyu.
Doubles winners, champions Thailand.
They can barely believe it.
Congratulations, Chu Si Yu, Ethan Po Xiaofei, Singapore. Versus
Putting the red team under pressure.
Three all.
And it is game point.
11-4.
Pace again.
First game to Gong Ning and Pang Sujie. Five, 2. Nine, 5.
2 points away from levelling it up at 1 game all.
Second
there it
game
is, just flick the edge of the table.
And Pang Sujie.
11-9. So Zhao Ning and Pang Shuxi take game 2.
$11-7. Third game
And
to
they've done
Ethan
just
and
that,
Clara.
11-7, so they're back in it.
1-5.
So a little bit of a cushion now for Zhao Ning and Pang Shuxi.
11-6.
Now there it is, the error from Clarence Chu, which means that Zhao Ning and Pang Shuxi take the gold medal. 11-6 in the final game. They took the first 2 games 11-4, 11-9. Chu and Po won the third game 11-7, but 11-6 in the fourth gives the gold medal to the Singapore blue team. The red team have to be content with the silver, but just 18 years of age, Ethan Po, I'm sure his time will come for gold medals.
And here's a look at the medal tally after day 1 of competition.
So our keglers are in action tomorrow in the bowling doubles event, and our paddlers will be ping-ponging in the singles event.
That is absolutely right, but the one sport that everybody is looking forward to is swimming. And Mark, you're going to be doing the commentary, right?
Last I checked, yeah, along with Gerald Koh. He'll be joining me as well. And I think a lot of people are looking forward to it. Of course, Joseph Schooling is hot on everybody's lips. He swims to the 50 meters butterfly. Let's not forget as well the Kwa family, who brought along Jingwen as well this time for our first overseas SEA Games, along with Tingwen and Zhengwen. So it should be pretty interesting tomorrow.
You'll be able to catch that all on Toggle 1, but make sure you join us again tomorrow night for a recap of all of the day's action right here on Today at the Games, coming to you live on Octo. I'm Kelly Latimer.
And I'm Mark Richmond. Good night.